So this is the February newsletter. I'm in Carpinteria. I'm at the beach, and this is the park at the beach. I was looking for a shady spot, but it's too dark, and it's so pretty here. Back there is mud, piles of miles of mud, which is actually topsoil from the mountains that they're heaping up at the Parks and Recreation area. So now people can come, citizens can come, probably nurseries around here can come. There's a lot of marijuana farms or whatever out here, and around our house is all flower nurseries. So it would be beautiful for this soil, this super rich soil, to be used. And it's just like recycle, recycle, recycle. So Earth knows how to take care of itself, because if that mud wasn't being dug up, then it would sit and create more rich soil for around the creeks and around the riverbeds and so on. So it's very interesting to watch the progress and the process of what are we doing in this. I was just talking to the Parks and Rec guy, and he's like, hey, you know, we're just figuring this out as we go. And I said, as it's been all of history of mankind. So as we evolve into our new vibration of whatever that is, maybe for you the 2018, but even for us as spiritual people on our path, to say, okay, how shall I express myself? How can I get to the point of my highest vibration today? And just doing it one day at a time. Just seeing how can I do this? Like, let's figure this one out. Let's create. I found that the more work that I've done, the more creative process can come through me. And I really think that that's how our highest vibration is, the creative process. So it's also to ask ourselves, what are we creating? And how are we creating it? And are we playing too small? I know there's big things in store for me. I just don't know what they are. And each day I'm just pushing, moving forward, asking, and being. You know, be the light. That's my job right now. Be the light. So, those of you who haven't been in touch with me, I was through the fires in December, right here. I had to evacuate 3 times, and then went to Atlanta, went back home for Christmas, and spent a week there. My mom flew in, and then returned. Okay, that's behind me. No more of that, and no more drama, no more crisis. I'm stabilized, and January 4th, the mudslide happened, and it took 2 weeks to even wrap our heads around it locally, because energetically it was so heavy. People dying, people searching, you know, just roads blocked. Our cell phones were out in Carpinteria for a few days. And there was mud in the property behind our property, so it was close. And the dichotomy of, you know, acting like everything's normal and having a crisis at the same time. So it's living in 2 worlds, and it's moving into the world that I'm creating. Work is picking up. Yesterday I had the second Twin Hearts meditation, and one person showed up. And I knew, you know, I'm like, it's going to be slow. Don't worry about it. No expectation. So I wasn't disappointed. But as the universe would have it, the one person that did show up is a pranic healer. I'm like, oh, and he's like, yeah, it's been a while, this and that. And so I was saying, you know, how can I get more people? And he's like, well, you know, when you do free healing clinics and people really want to come. I'm like, are you willing to do healing afterwards? And he's like, yeah, I kind of forgot everything. So we talked about it, and then I did a healing on him and reminded him, and then he did it one back to me, and now we're good to go. I'm like, can you come? Yeah, I'll come. So now we have 2 healers, no participants just yet, and then now we can offer a healing clinic immediately. So that's super awesome. And he said he knows some former pranic healers, and maybe they can let people know and whatever. I signed up for the Arctic retreat, and it turns out that you know, behind the scenes there's these levels that you can go on, and it's different techniques. And I've already been to a level where my next level I'd have to go to the Philippines. So I'm like, what? So I'll just continue doing my thing, because I don't know what else to do, but I'm just growing. I feel like I'm mountain climbing, and I don't know how high the mountain is or what's on the other side and whatever. So I'm just doing my work, encouraging you to do your work. The things that have gotten me through all of this in a stable way are my spiritual practice. So I do my meditations every morning, and I even somehow manifested an online meditation where another lady and I and maybe a couple more people come on this like free webinar or whatever, and she plays the CDs and we all do this meditation together. I feel the connection too, so that's beautiful. And wheatgrass, making the wheatgrass, growing the wheatgrass, kombucha, using that every day. I just finished the Whole30. I highly recommend that if you kind of want to set your system right and get good eating habits. It's no sugar, no alcohol, no dairy, and no carbs in the traditional form of grains, basically. And then yes to fruits and vegetables, protein, and healthy fats, and eating about every 3 hours. So I've trimmed down, I feel good, I feel bright, I feel strong. And my workouts. So I have a workout partner who I trade with, and have been doing workouts for twice a week throughout all of this. And then session work. So my trading with my colleagues, so I work on them and they work on me. And then the session work for my clients, because I feel strong when I'm doing my session work, because I do that well. So even though life is chaotic around me, when I'm doing my session work with my clients, I'm steady, I'm still, you know, it's a fulfilling, beautiful experience. So those things have kept me steady throughout all of these changes and all of these crises, really. Like they have signs on the freeway, you know, disaster trucks, please exit here. They're still hauling mud every day. I'm seeing it. And my temple, the temple that you guys know, that I've talked about before, is they said we're back in, but we're not going to be open until the mid-February. Please don't come over, because the trucks are still on the hour, day and night, moving mud from this location. So it's been intense, it's been very humbling, and I'm very interested in each day, like what's going to happen now. And I'm asking for miracles, and I'm expecting miracles. And I'm expecting myself to show up, so when the miracle happens, I'm ready, I'm prepared to receive. So that's my latest. I'd love to hear from you. I've been sending weekly videos out to most of my clients and people who I'm close with. So if you're getting this newsletter and you want to receive weekly videos, updates on my progress and how things are going, please email me. And if you're getting them, but you're not reading them or you don't care or whatever, then let me know, like, hey, stop sending me these things. I will too. So just sending you love and light. Thank you. Thank you. Session work, please sign up. I've got that 9 set. That 9 set is kicking people's butts, and they're doing beautifully. They're just growing right before my very eyes. It's wonderful to experience a 9 set, and that's 9 sessions once a week for 9 weeks. Paid up front, $900. And then otherwise I still have my normal sessions. So thank you, see you, love to hear from you. Thank you, bye.